watching Dil Ki Baat with Dhyanaa on your my official YouTube channel, episode 18. Today, I'm going to be talking about one of the most tragic incidents that has happened to me, and it is about a dance class. So, recently, I joined a dance class, okay? And give you a gist of it, or I give you an overview. So, there was a sir and an assistant madam, okay? And that ma'am, whosoever, I do not want to take the name, always used to fight with the appointed sir over there. And they used to, fight between the dances going on. Maybe if the ma'am feels so much anger, then she would just turn off the music or maybe come in between the dance. And there's that, okay, it was going on. I did not know when I joined the dance class. I got to know after I started taking classes. So then, because I paid fees for 1 month, I said, I thought कि एक महीना चले जाते, then I'll find something else, find someone better. तो ओके, वहाँ तक ठीक था कि अंदर अंदर वो झगड़ते थे, ठीक है, ये वो one fine. और ये this is, I just went for 1 week, and then the other week, the second week when I went there normally, a normal day as usual. वहाँ हम डांस कर रहे थे, so was teaching us, and then ma'am comes. She says कि your right leg, if this is your left leg, your right leg has to be this way. What sir taught us was this, like here. So it was just that difference, okay? It was that difference. Bad decision. Now, ma'am got angry. She first got upset. तो वो साइड में चले गए. She sat down and we thought it was okay, normal कि she will not just dance. So we kept on dancing and sir started ignoring her and did not consider her what she was saying and all. So because he was focusing on her dance, of course. So then she got very angry. And believe me, there was this स्टील का 2 लीटर का पानी का भरा हुआ bottle. Looks like a flask. I'll attach a picture. And that flask she took up from sitting like right behind. She threw that steel ka flask on sir, and sir went back, and that flask just hit directly top here on my head. And trust me not, that 30 minutes after I hit the steel ka flask, I was completely unconscious. I was, drowning. I was shivering completely. I was crying. I did not know what is going on in my surroundings. And still, that ma'am, that sir are fighting loudly, and sir is shouting on her, and ma'am is like saying, I'll not say sorry, it wasn't my fault, this, that. She just got so angry, she threw a steel ka flask. Trust me not, that movement, I was completely unconscious. I was completely out of my mind. My body is shivering. My eyes are continuously crying. My friend was there. I was holding her hand so tightly. It's, like a panic attack, and I'm crying, and मेरे दोनों हाथ इधर ऐसे रखे हुए हैं, and I'm just drowning and drowning and drowning. And my mama comes to pick me up, and then she fights and she says, how is this a behavior? And how can you do that? How can you be so angry at a social work? And so we start doing that, and we call authorities of that place and we complain, and still that ma'am has 0% difference in her behavior, in her attitude, in her anger, in her personality, and she still thinks she did not do anything wrong. And we could have called the cops, we could have complained about her, but she was just 18 years old. And of course, my mom, being the most kind of her own species, she said कि अगर like उसकी अगर जो भी complaint अगर police में कर दी, and then her entire career would be ruined and she will not get job anywhere else. The authority of that studio said we will not like let her come here from the next day, but that doesn't just change what she did to me like that day, right? So I asked for refund, of course, like it was now done. I was done. I did not want to go there. I took refund. I got my full refund, and my friend who was coming with me, she also took refund. She was like, "Oh, आज तेरे साथ हुआ, कल मेरे साथ भी हो सकता है." This that. So we both got our refunds. But one thing I found out through this incident is I was feeling so low. Okay, like in those days I was feeling so low. I thought I'll have to deal everything on my own when something happens to me. But when this happened, I found that there are actually so many people who will stand up for me, who will fight for me, who will take a stand for me. And that just made me so overwhelmed. I mean, okay, good. एक तो thank God मुझे कुछ ज़्यादा बड़ी injury नहीं हुई. And secondly, I found people, and I actually, like, they were already there in my life, but I actually got to know that they will stand for me when I need it. Maybe the case that they will not be available in my happy times or my good times, but when I call them in my bad times, they will stand up for me. Like, everyone around me were like, we will go to police, and how can she do that, let's go and fight to her. And everyone started taking a stand for me around me. So I just am really overwhelmed, and through this video all I want to say is, if you really think you are alone and you will have to deal your life alone, maybe you're wrong. Maybe you just have to look around, and maybe you just have to ask for help, and you will most definitely get help. So the incident was traumatizing, but in the end I just got closer to people around me, and that's what I think is good about it. So yeah, I think if you need help, and if you think no one is doing that, maybe you just have to go and ask them to do so, and they will most definitely help you. I'll see you in the next video. Until we meet again. Radhe Radhe.